Yo, what is up everybody? It's your boy Rob, back with another adventure. And guys, trust me, this one's epic. We're talking Paris, people, Paris. The city of lights, the city of love, the city of, well, you get the picture. Over the next 10 minutes, we're gonna hit up the most iconic spots Paris has to offer, from the Eiffel Tower to the Louvre. You know I'm all about that efficiency, so we're packing in as much as we can. Make sure you're subscribed and smash that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on this incredible journey. And stick around till the end, because I've got a bonus segment on what not to do in Paris. You won't want to miss that. Alright, first stop, the big one, the Eiffel Tower. You can't come to Paris and not see this beast. It's like the symbol of the entire country. We're talking 330 meters of pure iron glory, built back in 1889 for the World's Fair. Can you imagine that? 1889, people were walking around in top hats and monocles, and bam, this metal monster appears out of nowhere. Now, pro tip, if you want to avoid the lines, and trust me, they can get insane, come early, like stupid early. I'm talking sunrise early, but let me tell you, seeing the sun come up over Paris from the top of the Eiffel Tower, that's a life-changing experience right there. The view, man, it's just breathtaking. You can see everything from up here, the Louvre, the Arc de Triomphe, even the Sacré-Cœur Basilica way off in the distance. It's like the entire city is spread out before you like a giant, beautiful map. And speaking of maps, they've got these cool telescopes up here where you can zoom in on different landmarks and learn all sorts of cool facts about them. Did you know that the Eiffel Tower was originally supposed to be a temporary structure? They were going to tear it down after the World's Fair, but luckily, someone had the good sense to keep it around. Now, if you're feeling really adventurous, you can actually climb the stairs all the way to the top. It's over 1,600 steps, so be prepared to sweat. But hey, at least you can work off all those croissants and pain au chocolat you'll be eating. Oh, and don't forget to check out the restaurants and cafes up here. They're a little pricey, but hey, you're on the Eiffel Tower, you gotta splurge a little, right? As I'm looking around, I can't help but think about all the people who have stood in this very spot over the years. Lovers, dreamers, artists, revolutionaries. The Eiffel Tower has seen it all. It's a symbol of hope, of progress, of human ingenuity. And standing here, looking out over this incredible city, you can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder. Next up on our Parisian adventure, we're hitting up the Louvre Museum, home to some of the most famous works of art in the world, including, of course, the Mona Lisa. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not exactly an art connoisseur, but even I can appreciate the sheer magnitude of this place. We're talking over 35,000 works of art, spread out over 60,000 square meters. It's like a whole city dedicated to art. You could literally spend days in here and still not see everything. But some of the must-sees include the Mona Lisa, obviously, the Venus de Milo, the Winged Victory of Samothrace, and the list goes on. Now let's talk about the Mona Lisa for a second. This painting is tiny, like seriously small, and it's always surrounded by a massive crowd of tourists, all vying for a glimpse of her enigmatic smile. Pro tip, if you want to get a good look at the Mona Lisa without getting trampled by the crowds, come early in the morning or late in the evening. And trust me, it's worth the effort. There's something about that painting that just draws you in. It's like she's looking right at you, no matter where you're standing. But don't just get caught up staring at Mona. There's so much more to see at the Louvre. Ancient Egyptian artifacts, Greek sculptures, Renaissance masterpieces. It's like taking a crash course through art history. One of my favorite things about the Louvre is just wandering through the galleries and stumbling upon hidden gems. You know, those paintings or sculptures that aren't necessarily famous, but that just speak to you on a personal level. And don't forget to look up. The ceilings of the Louvre are just as impressive as the art on the walls. We're talking intricate frescoes, gilded moldings, massive chandeliers. It's like stepping into another world. Alright guys, next up we're headed to Notre-Dame Cathedral, one of the most iconic landmarks in Paris, and a symbol of the city's enduring spirit. As you all know, Notre-Dame suffered a devastating fire back in 2019. But the good news is, she's currently undergoing a massive restoration project and will hopefully be open to the public again soon. Even though you can't go inside right now, it's still worth coming to see the cathedral from the outside. The sheer scale of the building is awe-inspiring, with its soaring towers, intricate carvings, and those iconic gargoyles perched on the rooftops. Standing here, you can't help but feel a sense of history washing over you. This cathedral has stood for over 800 years, witnessing wars, revolutions, and countless other historical events. It's a symbol of Paris's resilience, its ability to rise from the ashes, stronger than ever before. While the restoration efforts are ongoing, you can still learn about the history of Notre-Dame at the nearby archaeological crypt. They've got all sorts of cool artifacts and exhibits down there, including remnants of the cathedral's original foundations. And once the restoration is complete, you'll be able to go inside and experience the full majesty of Notre-Dame, from its stained glass windows to its soaring vaulted ceilings. Trust me, it's an experience you won't soon forget. Get ready to explore Montmartre, the artsy heart of Paris. This charming neighborhood, perched on a hilltop, offers breathtaking panoramic views of the city. It's a place where creativity thrives, where artists set up their easels on every corner, capturing the beauty of Paris on canvas. As you wander through the cobblestone streets, you'll be transported back in time to the days when Picasso, Van Gogh, and Toulouse-Lautrec roamed these very streets, seeking inspiration for their masterpieces. The spirit of these artistic giants still lingers in the air, making Montmartre a truly magical place. Be sure to visit the Place du Tertre, the heart of Montmartre's artistic scene. Here you'll find dozens of artists selling their work, from colorful caricatures to stunning landscapes. It's the perfect place to pick up a unique souvenir to remember your trip to Paris. And if you're feeling adventurous, climb to the top of the Butte Montmartre, the highest point in Paris. From here you'll be rewarded with breathtaking panoramic views of the city, stretching out before you like a giant shimmering tapestry. But Montmartre is more than just art and views. It's also home to charming cafes, quirky boutiques, and some of the best street music in Paris. As you explore this vibrant neighborhood, be sure to stop and savor the moment, soaking up the unique atmosphere that makes Montmartre so special. Now, for a truly unique perspective of Paris, I highly recommend taking a cruise along the Seine River. This is one of my favorite things to do in the city, especially at night when all the bridges and monuments are lit up. It's like a fairy tale come to life. As you glide along the water, you'll see all the iconic landmarks from a whole new angle. The Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, Notre-Dame. They all look completely different from the water, more majestic somehow. There are tons of different cruise companies to choose from, offering a variety of options, from romantic dinner cruises to hop-on, hop-off sightseeing tours. I personally recommend opting for an evening cruise, as you'll get to see the city all lit up, which is truly magical. As you cruise along the Seine, be sure to keep an eye out for the many bridges that cross the river, each with its own unique history and architectural style. From the ornate Pont Alexandre III to the iconic Pont Neuf, these bridges are like works of art in themselves. And if you're lucky, you might even spot some of the locals fishing along the banks of the river. It's a reminder that even in a bustling metropolis like Paris, there's still a sense of tranquility to be found. Okay guys, time for a quick but important PSA. You might have heard of the tradition of couples attaching love locks to bridges in Paris as a symbol of their undying devotion. While the sentiment might seem romantic, the reality is far less charming. Imagine this: thousands upon thousands of heavy metal locks weighing down the delicate structures of these historic bridges. It's not just an eyesore, it's a serious safety hazard. The weight of these locks can cause significant damage to the bridges, putting both the structures and the people who use them at risk. In fact, a few years back, a section of the Pont des Arts, one of the most popular bridges for love locks, actually collapsed under their weight. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but it was a wake-up call that this tradition had gone too far. Since then, the city has been working hard to remove the locks and discourage people from attaching new ones. They've even started replacing the metal railings on some bridges with plexiglass, so there's nowhere for the locks to attach. So, what's the takeaway here? Instead of attaching a lock to a bridge, which is both harmful and illegal, find a different way to express your love for each other. Take a romantic walk along the Seine, share a bottle of wine overlooking the city lights, or simply tell each other how much you care. Trust me, those are the memories that will last a lifetime, not a rusty old lock. And there you have it, guys. My whirlwind tour of the top things to see and do in Paris. From the Eiffel Tower to the Louvre, from Notre-Dame to Montmartre, this city has something to offer everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures. And don't forget to hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any of the action. Until next time, bon voyage.